Okay, so this is a topic that I see commented all the time. I see it talked about on Twitter all the time, and I obviously am biased towards this, and it's a stigma around ebooks, okay? First and foremost, if you guys don't know, I do run an ebook website called Civil GG, which is why a lot of people are going to say I'm biased on this, and I probably am. But I do want to talk about the stigma around ebooks, and first and foremost, I got into competitive Madden and was able to take huge strides because of ebooks. I come from a background of watching how other people played and learning from them, okay? So I want to talk about really the biggest issue that people seem to have with the idea of learning from ebooks and from players like myself, really, who play the game professionally, who offer things to be able to teach people to play the game. And a lot of people hate the idea of copying, which is fair, because when you learn from an ebook, to some extent, you are copying. Now, I get that, and I too love the idea of doing things for myself. I love it. I hate copying. But let me raise this idea to you, in that pretty much all of life is you copying to some extent, and even deeper than that. Let's go more specific. Madden is based around the NFL. It's a football simulation. Now, it's not much of a simulation, but it is a football simulation game at its core. The NFL and football as a whole is the biggest fucking copycat thing in all of fucking life, okay? There's a reason that no team in the NFL right now is running the fucking wing tee. Pretty much a lot of teams are doing little subsets of each other and adding little twists and variations because their coaching staffs understand the game at such a high level that they're able to take what works throughout the league and then add their own little twist to it, okay? And that is Madden at its highest level. But to get to that point, you need to learn what works at the highest level very first, okay? You know, no coach ever first went into his first coaching gig and redesigned everything and had success, or redesigned you know what I mean? You learn from somebody, okay? If you have a hobby of playing the guitar and you want to learn how to play the guitar better, what do? You can sit there and try strumming chords the entire time, but the fact of the matter is, it's going to be very hard to self-teach yourself it's going to be hard to self-teach yourself. You are probably going to have to look up guitar lessons, and if you want the fastest way possible, you're going to have to learn from somebody. And if you don't have somebody around you who you can learn from, you're probably going to take guitar lessons, okay? It's just a fact of the matter. It's no different than in Madden, right? It's golf. Everything ever. If you have a hobby, pretty much every hobby, if you want to get better at that hobby, you take lessons. You learn from somebody. You watch strategy guides. You know, if you're cooking, I've never bought a cookbook, I guess, but I look up how to cook all the time. I've gotten way better at cooking because I search how to cook. I try learning actively how to get better at cooking. If I was self-taught cooking, I'd be a very bad cook, and I'm already a shit cook, okay? That's the biggest advantage that ebooks give you, is that you're able to you're able to take that knowledge, and if you use it, especially like I can speak on myself quite a bit with this. I don't want to speak on other people's behalf. I want to speak, on my own. You know, you're able to jumpstart yourself way above a lot of other people, and I know a lot of people, again, are saying that I'm extremely biased when I talk about this, but the fact of the matter is that I value the trust that you guys have in me, and I owe that to you guys. Trust and being honest is a very important quality to me in people I surround myself with, and it's an important quality that I force myself to have, even in situations where it's not great, because I think it is a very important thing. My goal with Madden, and by teaching people how to play Madden, is to make the game more. What is two things really? One, provide a living for myself. I have to live, okay. And two, to make the game more fun for people. The amount of people I've had message me and say that they're able to accomplish this, that, and that from learning Madden from me is insane. Whether it's dads be able to beat the shit out of their kids, or high school kids be able to go to different actual esport championships, learning from me. I think it's awesome, and more people having fun in the game is only good for Madden as a community. It's only good for the growth of the game. That's one of my biggest goals here as a creator, is to help this game take new steps. That's why I want to work so badly with EA, even though EA does not want to work with me at all, because I want to be a fundamental, one of my goals is to be a fundamental piece in making the game a better place, all right? I know some people have issues, and they say ebooks should cost nothing, and they should cost a couple bucks or $5, and they think, in my case, I'll get a comment saying $15 is outrageous. That is a very, like, I would disagree. That's fair, and I get that. The fact of the matter is, though, if you care enough about Madden to look up how to get better at the game, if you care about anything like that to look up how to get better at it, you care you care about it, right? You care, like, you are invested into it, okay? And there's other ways to go about it if you don't want to spend that money. I teach people through my main channel a lot, through my streams a lot. I will break down what's going on. There's a lot of other great YouTubers who teach people how to get better at the game. The issue is that if you're at a skill level of, like, right here, there's a lot, and let's say, you know, this is the very top and you're right here, so you know, you're trying to get better. There's a lot of information out there that's coming from other people around this area, and it ends up just leading you in a big circle. That's one of the hardest things about self-teaching yourself at anything, is that you need to make sure you're getting the information from the correct people. That's one of the biggest advantages of going through an ebook site that is backed by credentialed people. And again, just talking on my own behalf here, 'cause I don't want to speak on others. I've played the game at literally the highest of level. I've been 3 or 4 games away from a belt twice. I've made 2 Final 16s and a couple 32s as well, et cetera, et cetera. That's the biggest thing. I'm very big on people being self-taught. I'm self-taught in a lot of things, like coding. I know HTML and CSS and a little bit of JavaScript from teaching myself, but it's hard as shit. But nothing wrong with it, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to, like, talk about it a little bit. I hear, like, I just see dumb comments sometimes. I'm like, what a uneducated thing to say. What a dumb thing to say. You know what I mean? I put thousands and thousands of hours into this game, and I put thousands of hours into learning how to get better at this game, to be able to teach you guys, for one, for me to be able to play at the highest level, and 2, to be able to teach other people how to be able to play at the highest level. So I see something sometimes are just like, what an uneducated thing to say. But, you know, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys all in the next one.